Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to perform the experiment to measure the optical fiber attenuation. Okay, so attenuation means we are measuring the power loss in a fiber. Okay, here we are using the fiber. These are all multimode fibers. Okay, so what you have to do first, I have taken a fiber here. Is it visible? Okay. First, you can see in this multimode fiber, what you have studied in your theory also, that a fiber is having a three layer. One is a core, after that cladding, then jacket. So here, first you need to remove the jacket of the fiber, and you have to place this cladding portion in the fiber holder. Okay, so this is a fiber holder which I have kept here. This is a translation stage. This is also translation stage. This one I have to place the fiber in a fiber holder, and the opposite side of the fiber will be placed in the receiver section, which is connected with my power meter. And from here I am giving the laser source, which is connected with my helium laser, that is Heli. Okay. Now the procedure is, the components what we are using here is, one is my this is a fiber holder. This one is a translation stage. This is a helium neon laser source. This is my power meter. This is my Hemi laser. I have taken here a half meter of fiber. You can take 1 meter of fiber also. And this is one fiber spool, which is currently now 498 meter. Okay. And the most important thing in attenuation, the most important component, that is fiber scrambler. This is called scrambler. Okay, so we call it as a mode scrambler. So the main function of mode scrambler is, you can see here in this, between this two line, there is a jaw-like structure in the middle. Okay, if you can see it clearly, a jaw-like structure is there in the middle. This one. Okay, so we need to place the fiber middle of this, because this portion or this jaw-like structure is not extended up to end, it is present up to the middle part. So you have to place the fiber between this, and then you have to rotate this 6 times. Okay, 6 times or 6 click you have to give clockwise. You have to rotate this clockwise until the fiber get punched over here. But what you have to remember for this experiment is, when you are placing the fiber here and when you are rotating this, you have to just remember one thing, that it should not be that much not that much pressure on this, so that the fiber gets break between this. Okay, if it get breaks, then your power will get cut. Okay, so now let's start with the experiment. First, I have connected the fiber in the fiber holder, and I have placed the receiver part in the receiver section. I have switched on my helium laser source, from where I am getting the laser supply. Now you can see the light is falling on the tip of the fiber. Okay, I have kept the fiber a little bit extended, because if you keep the fiber in with its complete level, then maybe it will not be easier to understand that which one is exactly the fiber tip. So that's why, for my understanding purpose, or for understanding your purpose, I have kept the fiber tip a little bit extended. Okay, so now this light is falling on this. Okay, I have aligned this with my fiber. Okay, now tell me, just see one thing, the power after alignment, the total power I am getting here is 300 99, it's around 410. Okay, now you can say that, ma'am, the power in the power meter, the power is continuously fluctuating. This is because first is there is an outside light which is coming inside and falling on this, so it is catching that light also, so that's why that value of the power is getting fluctuated every time. And the second point is the base is kept, I have kept the base in a non-vibrating table. Most of the time for fiber optics experiments you need to keep the base in a vibrating I have to keep this table in a non-vibrating table, but I have kept it in a standard one, so that's why it is showing like this. Okay, so I take the value as 410 because it is between 410 15 like this, so I'm taking it as a standard value 410. Now I'm placing the fiber in the middle of my scrambler. Now after that you see what happens. See, the value is reducing, 360, 359, 54 like this, it is reducing. And similarly now it is 330, 325 like this, it's reducing the value. Now in the similar way you can see here, though it is not, I don't know whether you can see this or not, here the since the fiber got punched over here, the fiber loss is visible. So now the value I am getting here is 210. Okay, so this value 210 is my initial power. 210 is my initial power. Okay, so for attenuation, my PI is equal to, I am taking 210 microwatt. Okay, PI is my initial power, and then I have to calculate PF. After calculating PF, I have to find attenuation coefficient. The formula is 1 by Z into 10 log PF by PI. This Z is my length of the fiber. Okay, so first I have taken the value PI, which I am getting here 210 microwatt. Okay, now how I will take the PF? I have to remove this 1 meter fiber from this, and I have to place this 498 meter spool in place of this 1 meter fiber or half meter fiber. I have taken here a half meter fiber. Okay, so now I have connected this 498 meter fiber. Okay, now you can see for this 498 meter fiber spool I am getting here 586 microwatt. In previously, after using the scrambler, we were getting 210, but without scrambler we were getting around 314 or 315 like this. Now I will connect this in the same way. I will place the fiber in the middle of the scrambler. Okay, and you can see the loss after connecting this. See how it is reducing now. It's 485, 460, 450. See how it is reducing. Now it is 400, it's now 300. So this will be my final power. I'll take here the value 417. Okay, 417 microwatt. This is my final power. So PF is my final power and PI is my initial power, which one was 210. Now you have to calculate here. Your Z is 498 meter. So now you have to calculate this. 1 by 498 multiplied by 10 log 417 microwatt divided by 210 microwatt. The value what you will get, that will be in dB per kilometer. Okay, so you have to calculate this and you have to tell me what the value you are getting. Okay, now I will tell you few things for performing this experiments. Most of the time when you will be using or you will be working with fiber, the most important part is alignment. Okay, the more you will align the fiber with your laser source or the whatever the source or diode source, whatever the source you are using, so the more the fiber will be get aligned with that particular light, you will get the accurate power value. That is the most important thing. Whenever you will do any experiment with the fiber, you have to remember this. Now one more thing, attenuation coefficient, this value you have to find it out, you have to calculate it and you have to tell me what value you are getting. Okay, thank you.